So the makeup is all done and I'm ready to go to Disneyland, but I wanted to give you guys like a little first impressions of the products that I used, a couple hits and misses, and you're gonna get a different perspective because I'm a makeup artist in the television industry, and you know, my thoughts and views on makeup are a little bit different than what you've become used to on YouTube. You know, I'm not just an influencer. So look, these color tattoos, I wanted to like them, I really did, but they were just too dry. And the minute they start to settle onto the eye area, if you touch it, it lifts, it comes apart. So it's just kind of a hot mess to me. And the fact that I have 4 different colors on my eyes right now and you can't really tell, not a fan of that. It just kind of muddies together and it just, you know, not cool for me. And the other thing that I wasn't a fan of was the Revlon Colorstay. I feel like this concealer was just something that was created to match the foundation that Revlon has. I don't know what came first, but to be honest, there are so many concealers on the market. This one just doesn't do it for me. I don't like the consistency of it. I just, on my skin anyway, you know, I have normal skin. Maybe it's a little bit oily throughout the end of the day, but it's still kind of normal. I just felt like it was a little lackluster for me. You know, plus the fact that the colors are very gray. I just don't like it so much underneath my eyes. It looks fine, you know, you can't really tell. I wanted something a little bit brighter, so I could have probably gone for the level 2 shade. This is level 3, but level 2, you know, in a CVS looks so gray, and I was like, look, I just can't. It's hard when you can't play with it before you buy it, but luckily there's return policies. So there's that. That phone's probably gonna go off a lot more. One of the products, also another product actually that I wasn't a big fan of, was the Revlon Eyebrow Mousse. It's such a weird product because the mousse comes out into this little applicator, but only in 4 sections. So you either have to use your hand to kind of get the entire spoolie saturated, or just go in with those 4 sections and mess with your eyebrow. Now, if you have brow products on and you're using this as a finisher, this mousse will move product. So the fact that it messed with some of the stuff that I already had on my eyebrows, not a fan. Now for the stuff that I love, not a shock, I'm in love with the Dior Undercover foundation. I've been wearing this for a while, but I never took it out to Disney to really challenge the product. So I'm excited to see how this holds up, but either way, this is still one of my favorite foundations. Another thing that I was really wowed by was the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner. I think I've used this once before. I don't remember. There's been so many products that I've had my hands on, but if I did use this, God, I feel like I did. I'm wowed again, and I forgot how black and how easy it is to use this pen liner. So yes, absolutely, this is gonna go in the kit. And another thing that I really did like, that was surprising, was the Revlon Colorstay Brow Pencil. This is more like a crayon, and it is so creamy and so pigmented. And you can get this to be a super fine point. I thought it was awesome. I really do love the color in the brows. It's not ridiculous. And you know what, overall, it was just a great product. That's pretty much it. I could not find a 24-hour wear blush. I couldn't find a 24-hour powder. I don't even think that's even a thing. And yeah, so let's see how this stuff holds up. Let's go to Disney, shall we? Waiting for the tram to get into the park, and already my lip gloss has faded away, which I'm not really concerned about because it's just gloss, but
Where you going? You can go anywhere.
yeah, already shiny. That sucks. It's 12 o'clock and I'm getting melty face already, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm starting to see this eyeshadow shift down here. Look at that. What the hell? I didn't expect it to move. I wasn't a fan of the eyeshadow in the beginning, like I told you guys. Now I'm really not a fan because it keeps moving everywhere. Why are you doing that for? This is what I really came here for. Ugh, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna devour some delicious jalapeno popper mac and cheese with some Mexican lager. We gonna see. We gonna see. Ew! So clearly this cannot hold up to food. I've had lipsticks that have held up to food. And this one is surely not one of them. Okay, this makeup is bad. I don't like it. Ooh, you see this? Do you see this? Do you see what's going on? And then this is skipping. Oh. Ooh. So truth be told, I've never ridden this ride. I'm a little terrified, but we're gonna do it today. I've never screamed so hard in my life. And the makeup is still on. What are you doing? I must say that redoing the lipstick, okay, it got flaky and disgusting, and you know, like when you get flaky lipstick, it just feels gross. And ugh. I wiped off as much as I could, but there was still a rim around my lips, and I just added more and added more gloss, and it feels like nothing happened. So doesn't last for 24 hours, but you can reapply, and it doesn't feel like you've just added layers and layers. So there's that. I've been here many times and my makeup has held up very well. I'm just not impressed with most of the stuff. I have to admit, it's just kind of like a big hot mess. He's gonna bite my finger, I better not. Mess, mess, mess.
So it's mine.
We need to talk. Oh my God, with the lighting, is this what I really look like? Yes. Okay, so overall, it's really not that bad when it comes to makeup in general. Like my face is still where it's supposed to be. But I will say that, you know, for this whole 24-hour ooh la la wear, I'm not impressed. I'm really not. I'm not sure what happened with my Dior. I don't know if I just didn't put enough, because I know I don't really put on that much foundation. I really want to give it another go, because I remember the very first time I tried it, I was in love and it lasted all day, blah, 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 blah. So that's strange. Everything else though, can we talk? I'm just not a fan of. Most hated product of the day, I think is going to be, ooh, that's really tough. The two products I really didn't like the most, let's just do that, is the SuperStay 24 lip color. Look, here's the deal. I really feel like if you're not doing anything, if you're just gonna be at some event and you're marketing or whatever, and you're not really, or networking, excuse me, and you're not really eating or drinking or talking or moving, then these will be fine. But once this lipstick starts to chip off and crack, once the top coat of gloss fades away, and then you start, you know, dealing with this, the leftover residue, and once this starts to crack, it feels disgusting on your lips because it's got that cracky, and it just doesn't stop. And it flakes all on your face at the bottom. I was trying to wipe some of it off so that I can reapply the lipstick, and it just didn't, it wasn't removing from my lips, oddly enough, but it definitely left a bunch of cracking and a bunch of flakes on my chin, which if you weren't careful, left stains. And so I had to like just that's why there's a lot of like redness here and stuff, because I had to wipe off a lot of my face. So that was weird. I also didn't like how, actually, let me say something really nice. I do like the fact that when you do reapply the lipstick, it's like your first time. So that was kind of cool. The science behind that, I'm like, how does that work? Because normally when you wear a liquid lipstick, you get this outer rim of color. You guys, if you wear it, you know what I'm talking about. You get this outer rim of color, and then as you layer and layer and layer on lipstick, it starts to feel gunky, and it starts to feel like you got a little bit too much going on, then you have to like start from scratch. This one does not give you that feeling. So I will say that that is pretty freaking awesome, because I tried to remove it so that I can reapply it and it wouldn't come off like around the edge of my lips, but the inner portion of my lips, you guys saw the cracking. It was disgusting. The second thing that I really did not like was the 24-hour colors by Maybelline as well, right? Are they both Maybelline? Yes, they both are Maybelline. There is a slight, come on, tackiness that's it never goes away. It doesn't settle, it doesn't dry down, it just stays this way. So, you know, maybe if you want to use this as an eyeshadow base, you can, that would work. I would probably prefer that over just a shadow base in itself, because honestly, like, look, it just looks terrible and it's just really hard to blend. It just doesn't freaking work. It's awful. And then once it stays put, it stays put. But the thing is that I have a black on and I have two different types of, like a bronze and a dark brown, and it just doesn't look like that. My cat wants my attention. Mason, look at my brows. Look at that faded nonsense. Why is it faded so badly? I've never had an issue with my eyebrows fading, ever. Look at this. Oh, that's another thing I didn't like either, the Revlon. Look, like what is happening? The mixture of Revlon and Dior, ooh, they do not. So there's just so much wrong going on in this video that I can't even mention the shit that I don't like anymore. So, as much as I loved this pencil in the very beginning, I don't like it anymore because it doesn't last. It doesn't last. Give me a break. What is this nonsense? What did I drop? What is this nonsense? Like, look at all that faded and that choppy. No. Oh no. Did I like anything today? Oh, I did. My eyeliner. So, if it wasn't for the fact that I am wearing cream eyeliner, I think that my gel liner would have been completely on point. Liquid liner would be completely on point still to this very, very moment, because most of it is still there, but I can see like an overcast of brown from the eyeshadow that I've been wearing, and I've been seeing it all day. And actually, I think some of it got onto my lashes too, because this lash has this weird grayish shine to it. And I'm like, these lashes don't do that unless they have that grayish shine, because I added more liner after the lashes were on. So I don't know what did it. All I know is that the liner is still there, but it's just not, like, look at that. Like, you can see this, there's just so much wrong. There's just so much wrong. So I don't really like ending a video on a bad note, but I just, you know, trying to think out of the box. Yeah, use these as an eyeshadow base only. Don't use them as actual eyeshadow. And if you're a special effects makeup artist like myself, these can come in handy for other purposes. Do you know what I mean? Like scales and things like that. So if you think out of the box with specific products and you understand how they work and how they're formulated, sure, you can use it for something else. You know, this brow mousse could be great for something else, like dirt stains. For example, when this dried down on my hand, it would not come off, and it looks like dirt, and it flakes like dirt. You know, sometimes you can use makeup for other things. I'm gonna try to take this off because I want it off. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up because I wanna take this off of my face. So if there are any long wearing makeup products that you want me to try and put to the test at a theme park, let me know, because I will pick them up and try it. I'm on a quest to try to find the perfect theme park face, because for me, I am always at Disneyland and I'd like to have a ride or die face, because I'm riding rides and eating crappy food, and I just want to make sure that when I go in the park looking some kind of way, I want to leave in that same kind of way as much as possible. If you want to try these products for yourself and you had the same reaction as I did, you can come back on my channel. We can discuss it and talk about, like, oh, what went wrong and blah, blah, blah. Or if you really liked it, you can throw me for a loop and I'm gonna be like, that's amazing that it worked out for you. So that's the kind of platform that I have going on my channel. You know, I'm not just another influencer that's like, oh my God, this is amazing, you should totally go buy it, it's brand new. Dude, no. I did do a live makeup application of today's face on Periscope, so you can look at it. The video is up for replay. It's at Lana Reese on Periscope. And then you can go to my Instagram and follow me there, which is also at Lana Reese. So thank you guys so much for watching my video again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.